How does that make sense that a person like MUHOOZI will attack, because he has attacked us as leaders? You, I will hang you. You have a big head. You are very stupid. He has used all manner of grotesque words. And then he has derided women. He has all manner of things. Now, when he goes on social media and is deriding us as leaders, people will respond to him.
The leader of opposition, SSENYONYI, has come out to warn MUHOOZI for always continuing to jail those with dissenting views. For a very long period of time, anyone who comes out to hold these leaders accountable, even when he doesn't come out to abuse, he's taken to jail, fictitious charges are put against him. And for me, I keep on telling people that, and very many people have been charged under this inhuman behavior. Okay, the Noah Mutwes, the Eddie Mutwe, the Madubara. Okay, charges have been put on them that they abuse the first family. And for me, I feel bad. Leaders must learn to take on criticism. And for me, I also keep on telling people that the judiciary has a weakness. When these charges are brought before a chief justice or any judge, they must learn to give these people bail so that these leaders should stop bringing people that they have abused them. That is a misdemeanor. But a person is charged with a misdemeanor, a small case of demeaning him online, and you remand him for years. What is that? In fact, even if someone is charged with that case and is guilty, he cannot be in jail for more than 1.5 years, but people have stayed in jail for years because they abused the first son. Okay? So SSENYONYI came out to warn MUHOOZI and he said these statements.
How does that make sense that a person like MUHOOZI will attack, because he has attacked us as leaders? You, I will hang you. You have a big head. You are very stupid. He has used all manner of grotesque words. And then he has derided women. He has all manner of things. Now, when he goes on social media and is deriding us as leaders, people will respond to him. Now, those that respond to him, they get raided and rounded up, and they bring them to courts of law. Justice should presuppose that what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. If you are locking up the Noah Mutwes, the Madubaras and others, saying they are promoting hate speech against people like MUHOOZI, when is MUHOOZI going to be brought to court to answer for a similar offense? In fact, for him, he does even worse. He says worse things than some of the people who have been brought to court saying they have talked ill of MUHOOZI and his other relatives. That's the problem we have with our justice system. Otherwise, there's no way you get to convince people that Noah Mutwe, Madubala and others were locked up because they committed an offense, if those who are committing an even worse offense are not brought here. That's the justice you want to see. Except if they want to tell us in very clear terms that, no, for people like MUHOOZI, for him, he's above the law. He can abuse anybody that he wants to abuse. When people respond to him in similar manner, for them, they've committed an offense. For him, he is above the law.
That is SSENYONYI. So in this episode, I've come to dissect the statements which were made by SSENYONYI, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. There is a saying in our mother tongue that goes like Seruka mama yute evakwata kulirenga uruma. That means that a person who treats boils and wounds, when he suffers the same, he cries most when it's time to treat his. And we all know that very many people have been charged for insulting the leaders, that the powers that be, insulting the first son, insulting the president. For me, I keep on telling people that presidents must have a thick skin, anyone who steps into leadership. Okay? So SSENYONYI coming out to say that how can MUHOOZI be the one jailing people for abusing him, yet he also abuses others. When anyone who follows MUHOOZI on the X handle, he he goes bare knuckle to people, he abuses them, he insults them. Okay? So the gauge that is used to take others in prison is not used against him. In fact, there is a tweet, one of the tweet he made, he came out to say Kabobi is going to be beaten in the next election. I like the young stupid boy he has always been. That one, that is an ex-tweet when he was abusing the president. In fact, there were very many. Yeah, he comes out to abuse leaders after he deletes the tweets. Okay, and he's the same person who takes others for insulting him. How many people have you had in big democracies? Jailing people have come out to even to abuse them more worse things. It shows that you are under dictatorship. It shows that you are under a military rule. Okay? You cannot be a person abusing others when you don't want the same to happen to you. For any Ugandan cannot come out to conquer with people being taken to prison. Madubara is spending a second year in prison for allegedly attacking the first family. That's a misdemeanor. We have to, first of all, bring change in the country, but also take the judiciary, almost the whole judiciary home, because they have been complicit to this criminal justice system. A criminal justice system was built that anyone can catch you from the streets, tells you that you have abused him, takes you to prison, and the judge remands you. Judges must wake up. Okay? They must wake up to this nonsense of remanding people for allegedly abusing others. Because I keep on telling people that the day the judges will wake up not to just remand anyhow, maybe, who knows, those fake charges will reduce. Okay, so SSENYONYI was right. Of course, that's my opinion. I remain yours, Mr. Makindi, Sulaiman Mawagari, the next MP for Makindi East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Yes, Sulaiman Mawagari. I am putting in my request to fly the NUP flag high in Makindi East constituency, so that I can represent the great people of Makindi East. Nkomyewo omulundi ogwokubiri n'obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Ebiwandiiko byange mbirese bibino.
Sigadde nze Mr. Makindi, Sulaiman Mawagari, kantu ene guno omukisa okubategeeza mbu ngenda kwesimba okuwa MP Makindi East 2026 nesimbawo lubi era nkomawo bataata bamaama basenga bajjajja okubasaba akalulu. Makindi East ediridde nnyo emabega okumala emyaka 2 okuva omugenzi Sebana we yagenda. Yensonga lwaki buli mukulembeze ajja tumuwayo ekisanja kimu, kubanga tukola ensobi. Akulembeza Makindi East okumalenga emyaka 15 buli baranking abakulembeze abakozi b'omu parliament abatakyasinze kwogera babeera mu abiri abasemba. Ebyo bintu birina okwogerwa. Twetaaga omukulembeze ng'alina obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Twetaaga omukulembeze nga fighter, si bano bajooka. Bw'oba ng'ogenda saabalira ku mazzi ne baleeta eryato ly'ebbumba ne baleeta ne speed boat, tosobola kukwata lyato lya bbumba ogenda osaabale, kubanga lijja kunywa amazzi obbire bassebo ne bannyabo. Oba olina kulondawo speed boat efubutuka kaweewo ekusomese mangu. Nze Sulaiman Mawagari, nze speed boat. Bannaye munonde muninnye nsooke mbasaabaze ku speed ey'ekizungirizi. Eddoboozi lyaffe libadde teriwulirwa. Kyekiseera mu 2026 mulonde nze kamwa kwogera Sulaiman Mawagari ayina eddoboozi eryamwanguka ajoyimirira ku palamenti ayanje ensonga mu beesimbyewo bonna bassebo ne bannyabo, teryansinga kwanja nsonga. abaneesimbyeko bonna baneegomba olw'engeri gye njogeramu, olw'engeri gye nnambika ensonga. Gw'oba okiwakana, eno YouTube yange sooka ogiraba, ogifollowing, ogisharing, walayo ne vidiyo eziriko engeri gye nnambika ensonga. Kubamu akafaananyi nga ndi ku folo ya palamenti nga ŋŋamba Mr. Speaker sa oba Madam Speaker sa, waliwo asobola ogaana okuwulira. So mu 2026 tetukola era ne mulonda omulala atali Kabuye Sulaiman Mawaggali. Musibe bulungi, mweraba. Peace.
Bobo mpala na walayi kusaba kimuze mpala na bulungi waji abampala no bulungi nange benjagala obulungi.